So in the last class, we discussed about what is Python and what are the different features for Python. There are multiple features which are going to be available for Python. Python is simple. Python is platform independent. Python is open source. Python is dynamic typed. See, what is the meaning of dynamic typed? No need to specify the data type like int, string, like this, and no need to give the semicolon also. And one more thing, Python is general purpose. What is the meaning of general purposes? Python can be utilized for multiple kind of application development like web applications, mobile applications, data science applications, artificial intelligence, and desktop applications, AutoCAD UI, AutoCAD 2D, 3D, blockchain, IoT, cloud, DevOps, data analytics. So like that, Python can be utilized for multiple kind of things. And Python have one more feature. Python have a huge number of library framework set for web development, Django, Flask, CherryPy. For data analytics, NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn. For data science, ML, Scikit-learn, DL, Seaborn, Keras, TensorFlow kind of things. For mobile apps, we will use Kiwi framework. Okay, Python have a large scale open source community. We already know that, and Python have good opportunities, good job opportunities. After learning Python, if you can go for any one of the development and you can get the good jobs and good packages. Okay, so now what are the things? How to learn Python? First of all, the Python. If you want to learn, first of all, which is important. The need, uh, the intention to learn Python is important first. And after that, we have to go for the installation of the Python. How to install Python? Yesterday we discussed how to install Python. You have to go with www.python.org. After that, open the browser, search for python.org, and go to downloads, choose your operating system and download option. Then after downloading the Python, one IDLE is there. IDLE is the default editor which is available by the Python installation. Once you install Python, this IDLE is available. Okay. And now we try to understand what are the different editors which are available for Python. Okay. So I will show two more editors now. One is a Sublime Text, one is the VS Code, one is the PyCharm, and I will show with the Jupyter Notebook. Jupyter Notebook installation will take a lot of time, but I don't go with the Jupyter Notebook installation. I will show the same Jupyter Notebook in the collaboratory. Okay. And Spider also this Jupyter Notebook and Spider compulsory we need to install Anaconda Navigator. Anaconda Navigator take a lot of time to install. So I don't install Anaconda Navigator, but I will show the Jupyter Notebook using with the Google Collaboratory. All right. So let us go with the Sublime Text. How to download Sublime Text. Then after that, how to install Visual Studio Code and how to install PyCharm and how to write the Python using with these three editors. And Notepad++, Notepad as usual, .py file we have to save. Okay, first of all, we have IDLE now. Okay, so IDLE we already done yesterday. So integrated development lightweight environment. So what is the IDLE here? Integrated development lightweight environment. Integrated development lightweight environment. So through this IDLE, we can write Python code in two different ways. The one is the interact mode. The one is the interact mode. One is a batch mode or batch mode. Batch mode. You can say like a batch mode. Using with IDLE, you can write Python code with the two different modes. The first mode is interact mode and second one is the batch mode. See, what is the meaning of interact mode is? Interact mode is step-by-step execution. Step-by-step execution. Step-by-step execution is actually called interact mode and batch mode is actually called .py file. So file need to save as .py format. So we know that HTML files saved with .html, HTML files saved with .html, and PDF files saved with .pdf. You know this formats, right? PDF files saved with .pdf, and Excel files saved with .xls, and Notepad files saved with .txt. We know the formats like this. Every file have some format. In that way, our batch mode Python files are going to be saved with the .py format. .py, .py format. Remember it. Without saving .py, your file is not Python. Without saving as .py, your file is not Python. Okay, let us go with the ideally, and we see interact mode and we see bash mode. One simple program I want to write. I want to check with the product rate details and product price, product name, and product ID kind of things. Okay, let me go with the ideally. So in ideally, we have two different ways, right? One is the interact mode, one is the batch mode. So this is the interact mode. Once you open ideally, directly it will show like this, and it is actually showing like three arrow marks here. By these three arrow marks, you can write some Python code and you can execute the Python. For example, I want to say something like product name, PRD name. PRD name is equal to, let me give the iPhone. PRD name is iPhone. So what is the name of the product? PRD name. I got a PRD name iPhone. PRD price. What is the price of the product? I want to create a variable PRD price, and which is something like 56,000. Okay. Now what is the PRD price? What is the PRD price? I get 50,000, 56,000. Now I can go with the print format. Product name is something. Okay. Let me give the product name. Product name is and comma, you can say something like a PRD underscore name. So this is my product name. Product name is iPhone. So I want to print the product price also. How to print the product price? Let me go product, sorry, product price is, what is the product price? Just give the comma and PRD underscore price. Okay. So when I say like this, product name is iPhone, product price is 56,000, just like that. Okay, if you want to print everything in the single statement, yes, you can do the single statement also. Later we will do that. Okay, now the same program, this is the simple program. This is the simple program. I'm creating the product name, I'm creating the product price, and I want to print the product name, I want to print the product price. The same program I want to do in bash mode now. I want to do in the bash mode now. Okay, the same ideally, don't do anything. Same ideally, go to file, go to new file. Go to file, go to new file. Okay, so new file was created, and this new file also I want to save as. This new file also I want to save as. Now the file is going to be creating, and which is going to be saving on top of the desktop, and this is our folder 12 p.m. Python. Inside the 12 p.m. Python, create a new folder for today date 18 by 10. Okay, inside this 18 by 10, I want to save the file. So my file name is something like file dot py. Remember, this is very, very important. Whenever you are working on bash mode, your file format should be saved as .py format. File name is whatever you want to take. File name whatever you want to take, but .py is important. Don't forget about the .py for the bash mode. Don't forget about the .py for the bash mode. Okay, file.py, and click on save button. Now this particular file is, Python file, py file. This is a py file, file.py. I got created a file.py now. I got a created file.py now. Now you can do program inside. Okay, I can do program. I can do product name. Now I give the new product name like Samsung. Now I'm creating the new product. Product name is Samsung. Product price is uh, something like 23,000, and product manufacturer is equal to 2023. Okay. Okay. So this is the product details. I am going to be preparing the new file. This file is file.py. This file is file.py. I am creating the product name, product price, manufacturer. Okay, let me do print all the statements. Print the first one is product name. Let me do the program same. Program is same, but the way of the writing is different. Okay, product name is, and just give the comma, and write your PRD underscore. Here the product name is different, and print of product price. Now this time product price is. Now, comma, PRD underscore price. Now, one more thing, print of, okay, product manufacture here is product manufacture, sorry, spellings are going, manufacture here is product manufacture here is. Okay, so what is the variable name? Man underscore, right, execute the complete program at once. Execute complete program at once. How to execute the complete program at once? So in the interact mode, what we are doing, every statement I am giving the enter button. Every statement I am writing, I am giving the enter button in the interact mode. But in the batch mode, it is not like that. In the batch mode, it is not like that. In the batch mode, what I am doing is I am writing the complete program at once. I am writing complete program at once. And I am executing the program now. Go to the run option, run mode. F5 is a shortcut for that. F5 is a shortcut for that. Okay, when I click on the F5, save before. Okay, saving. Some issue I got, invalid syntax. Invalid syntax, perhaps you forgot a comma. So can you people please tell me where I'm doing the mistake? Can you people please tell me where I'm doing the mistake? Where I'm doing the mistake in the program? Anybody guess? Anybody got understand where I'm doing the mistake? I'm having total 6 lines of the program. Yeah, manufacturer here. What is the problem? Sabiha, what is the issue there? In printing, yes, Ravi Kumar. In print, missing the comma. In printing, missing the comma. Exactly. So if you're doing the mistake, automatically it will say. If you're doing the mistake, automatically it will say where is the problem is. You have to understand where is the problem is. Okay. Now I'm saving the program one more time. Control S. Go to run module. Click on the run module here. Go to run and run module. Now the product name is Samsung and product price is 23,000 and the product manufacturer is 2023. You got output now. You got output now in the interact mode. Output is in the interactive mode. Output is in the interact mode. Now in the bash mode, what I want to do is I want to change the product name. Product name is equal to, I am just giving the product name is something like Oppo. Oppo F27. Yeah, F27. Okay, save this. Execute the program one more time. Execute the program one more time. So now the output got changed. Now product name got changed. Product name is now Oppo F27 and product price is 23,000 and product manufacturer is 2023, something like this. So these are two different ways to write your program. These are the two different ways to write your program. One is the interact mode, one is the bash mode. But I'm trying to working on only ideally now. I'm trying to working on only ideally now. But instead of ideally, there is a one more editor called Sublime Text. Instead of ideally, you can have a one more editor called Sublime Text. You can install Sublime Text. How to install Sublime Text? I will show you. So just search for Sublime Text in the browser. Sublime Text. Sublime Text download. This is the one more editor, easy editor. You can able to download the Sublime Text by the clicking download Sublime Text. Okay, you will be having the Windows system, for example. So click on the Windows machine here, and otherwise you can click on the download button. Automatically, Sublime Text Editor will be download for you. Sublime Text Editor will be download for you. When I click on the download button, okay, let me click on the yeah. So Sublime Text build file is downloading for me now. Can you see and observe? The one more editor I am trying to downloading now, but I already installed Sublime Text. I am trying to opening it. So search button, Sublime Text. I already installed it. I'm trying to opening Sublime Text now. I'm trying to opening Sublime Text. This is my Sublime Text editor. This is my Sublime Text editor. Just I'm trying to opening the Sublime Text editor. Just see this. I'm preparing the new file here. This is the Sublime Text editor. I'm taking a new file. New file. Okay. The same program. Can I take the same program? Now I'm just giving the student name. Student name. Student name is equal to something like Rajesh. Okay. So student qualification. Student qualification is equal to something like BTech. And student age is equal to something like 23. Okay, student details. I am trying to writing a program now according to the student related. Okay, now student name, student name is comma student. Now I just want to print only student name. That's it. Now, so in Sublime text also, Sublime text file also I want to save. How to save the file? Save the file with the one more name. File already prepared, and now I am giving file1.py. File1.py. File already I prepared, file1.py. In Sublime text, no interactive mode, only bash mode. In Sublime text, only .py format you have to go. Okay, now, so how to run the program? Just go to tools, go to build option. Go to tools. On top, you can have go to tools, go to build option. Okay, and Python. Just you can see what is the output now. Everybody guess what is the output now? What is the output of this program? Now I am writing according to the student. Now I am writing student details here. What is the output you guys? What is the output you seen? What is the output you seen? Student name is Rajesh. Okay, I want to print the student age also. Let me print the student age also. Print student age. Student age is comma student underscore age. That's all. Now save it and go to the build option. Control B. Control B is the shortcut for that. Control B is the shortcut. Now student name is Rajesh and student age is 23. I got it. Sublime Text is a nice editor. Sublime Text is a good editor where you can do Python program practice. But okay, ideally is enough. But if you want, you can go with the Sublime Text also. Or there is a one more editor I will show you now. The one more editor is, so how to work with the Sublime Text? Okay, tell me. Open browser, search for Sublime Text, and download and install. Create a new file, save as file.py format. Then write program. Then immediate step is what? Write program, write Python program, write Python program. Then after that, build, build. Okay, so what is the shortcut for this build? F5 is the shortcut for the build. So that's all. That's all with the Sublime Text. Then one more editor is Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio Code. This is the nice editor. My favorite editor is Visual Studio Code for all the programs like web development and Python development and everything. And this is also free. No need to pay for this. This is also free. Even Sublime Text also free. Python also free. Python free, ideally free. Sublime Text free, Visual Studio Code free, Anaconda Navigator free, and whatever the editor you want, you can install as free. Now I'm trying to download and installing the Visual Studio. Let me try to search for Visual Studio. Visual Studio Code. Search for. Okay, if I search for Visual Studio Code, you can find Visual Studio Code here. Okay, now I am trying to downloading the Visual Studio Code. This is the one editor download for Windows. That's all. Now Visual Studio Code, VS Code, that is actually called VS Code. Shortcut is VS Code. Now I'm trying to downloading the VS Code here. VS Code setup file is downloading for me. Now you can see I don't have VS Code in my system. Okay, first time I'm installing VS Code in my system. Let me download and install it. Download will take a few seconds or few minutes based on your internet speed of your system. Okay, so my VS Code was downloaded. My VS Code was downloaded. I'm trying to open in the file. I'm trying to open in the file. Okay, open the file. Okay, VS Code I got downloaded. Right click on this, run as administrator. Okay, install. Click on S button. And user installer mean to run as administrator. If you like to install this code, download the system installer instead of this. You want to continue as just directly install, double click on that. Setup currently running. Maybe setup is already okay. Setup is there. I accept the license agreement. Click on the next button. Create a desktop icon. Okay. All this, choose all these things. Click on next button. Click on install button. Preparing to install VS Code in my system. Preparing VS Code in my system. VS Code installation in my system. I will try to show all the editors, multiple editors to write the Python codes. Yeah, we can write the Python codes with the multiple editors. Which is your favorite? You can utilize further programs. My favorite is VS Code, and my favorite is the Jupyter Notebook. I don't go with ideally. I don't go with the Sublime Text also. My favorite is Jupyter Notebook. I will show you Jupyter Notebook. Jupyter Notebook is very friendly, user friendly one. Okay, I will show Jupyter Notebook also. And let me click on the finish. Okay, so I hope VS Code was installed and opened. Now VS Code opened. Can you go and close all the things here? So right, this is the VS Code. Now what I want to do after VS Code download, you have to install one plugin, sir. You have to install one extension. That extension called Python. So extension button is fifth button left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth button left side called extensions window. So by this extensions window, you have to search for Python extension. Go for Python search. When I am searching for Python, there is one extension called Python. Okay. It is already there. It is actually telling me it is already there. Go for uninstall. No, 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 no. I don't want to go for uninstall. It is already available. Utilize it. Utilize it. Okay. If you don't have, go for installation. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to open my folder. What is the folder I created? I created a folder called 18 by 10. Okay. Let me try to open our folder desktop. Okay. This 12 p.m. Python and 18 by 10 folder I am selecting. Okay. The complete folder was opened. I already prepared. File.py. That is the product details I got prepared. And where this product details I prepared? These product details I prepared ideally bash. And this one I prepared using with Sublime Text. Now I want to prepare the new file here. In same folder 1810, I want to prepare the new folder. Just select the folder, select a new file here. There is an option called select a new file. Just go for the select a new file, file2.py. File2.py. Just that's it. Okay, now I am just giving some course name. Course name is Python. Course name is Python. And the course price is equal to 30,000. For example, I'm just no need to give the semicolon. Print course name, whatever the course name you are learning. Course name is student name, course name, product name, whatever it may be. So that is your wish. Okay, so I'm just printing the course name. That is the first one. Then one more print of course price. Course price is comma course price. One is the course name, one is the course price. One is the course name, one is the course price. Right. Okay, let me try to execute it. So how to execute the Python program? You can go with the play button here. On top of the VS Code, you can see the run option. On top of the VS Code, you can see the run option. You can go with the run play button. When you play the button, course name is Python, course price is 30,000. Course name is Python, course price is 30,000. So I got one more editor installed. What is the how to install this? How to install this? The same thing I want to write here. Open browser, search for VS Code and download and install. Create a new file, save as file.py. And before that, okay, open extensions window. Search for Python, search for Python and install Python extension. Install Python extension. And after that, create a new file, save as file.py, write Python program, then click on play button. Click on play button. Play or run button, whatever it is. So that is a button called play or. Okay. That is the run button actually. So click on run button. So program will execute. This is the one more editor. This editor is called VS Code. Okay. So please tell me how many editors we done so far for Python. How many editors we done so far? Give me in the chat box. How many editors we done for the Python? Where I am writing my Python code? How I am writing my Python code? How I am writing my Python code? Yeah, VS Code. 3 editors, right? Sabia, 3 editors. One is ideally, one is a Sublime Text, one is the Visual Studio Code. Bhavani, it is not Visual Studio, it is Visual Studio Code. Okay, fine. Let me go with the one more editor called PyCharm. PyCharm. And after that, I will show the Google Colab also. I will show the Google Colab also. Okay, so PyCharm we'll see next class. Try to go with the Google Colab today. Let me go Google Colab. I want to sign in with a Colab now. Search for Colab. Search for Google Colab. Search for Google Colab. Okay, open Google Colab here. And it will definitely ask one email ID sign in. I want to sign in with my email ID. And this is the collaboratory. And create the notebook now. I'm trying to creating the new notebook now. Okay, so that notebook is create a new notebook. Okay, just go with the code now. Okay, can you see here? And I can create a new notebook now. So I want to write my Python code now. So let me go with the 2 plus 3 and click on the play button. Now Jupyter notebook is available in the cloud. This is actually connecting. Can you see the option here connecting? Can you see the option here connecting? Connecting the hardware from the cloud. So some RAM allocated, some disk allocated. Some RAM allocated, some disk allocated to run the program. Now the program output is 5. Getting clear? This collaborator is very, very simple. Collaborator is very, very simple. So you can just make it increase the font size. Control plus. You can do the control plus for this. I don't want to show this. Now I want to prepare the new one. So just write the code now. So print hello Python. I want to say something like hello Python. No need to save the file, nothing. Just write the code and execute it. Write the code and execute. Go to the code. Now PRD name is equal to iPhone. PRD name is equal to iPhone. And I want to print the PRD name. PRD underscore name. Okay, just click on the play button. PRD name is iPhone and print PRD name iPhone. Very simple. Collaborator is very simple. I can save the file. I can save my file. I want to save the file. Save a copy in the drive. It will save the copy in the drive. It will save the copy in the drive. So open the new tab. It will save into the drive, Google Drive only. Okay. Okay. It will actually save in the drive. Okay. Okay. Next, I want to write a one more code. Let me write a one more code. Print. So what do you want? Something like first number. First number is equal to 12. Second number is equal to 45. And addition, I want to check the addition of this first number plus second number. Okay, so I want to print the addition value. Print the addition value. Some simple calculation I am doing. Addition value is kind of that. This is collaboratory, Google collaboratory. Addition value is 57. See, we will see different editors. We will see different editors, and tomorrow onwards, variables, data types, each and every concept one by one we will discuss. Okay, no worries. So keep learning the things, and every day don't miss the session. And today definitely you people get recorded sessions and the notes. Today definitely you people get recorded sessions and notes. Recorded sessions will be in the YouTube. Notes will be shared by the Gmail. Please share the Gmail IDs if anybody not done. Okay. Bye for now. Have a good day. See you. Signing off.